everyone, I am Ramyashi. Welcome to my channel Ramya Jyotish. Devta Guru Brihaspati, who is also known as Jupiter, is transiting to Mithun Rashi on 14th of May 2025 and will stay in the same Rashi till 18th of October of this year. This quick 5-month transit of Jupiter can bring great amount of results as he is such a benefic planet, and being in Mithun Rashi, Guru is becoming Ucha Vilashi. So what kind of results we can expect for the individual Rashi or Lagnas? This is what I am going to primarily focus in this video. So this video focuses on the individual predictions for Mesha, Vrishabha, Mithuna and Karkataka Rashi or Lagnas. You can watch this based on your Chandra Rashi or based on your Lagna as well. So this is what I am going to cover in this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe, and also please like my videos and share the videos among your friends and family circle who are interested in Hindu astrology as well. Now let's begin this video. So firstly, I want to say, if you have watched my previous video of Guru's transit in Mithun Rashi from the Medini Jyotish perspective, you might have some idea about what planet Guru can do here, or what Buddha is actually, and all about the Mithun Rashi. So if you have not watched, please do go and watch that video, at least the starting part of it, so that you will get a basic understanding of Guru, Buddha and the Mithun Rashi as well. But to brief here in this video, Guru is the planet of knowledge and wisdom, and Buddha, who is the Lord of Mithun Rashi, is known for excellent communication skills and also for intellectual capabilities. So when Guru comes to Mithun Rashi, then it will be the amalgamation of these qualities, and we can expect some great amount of technological revolution and some new kind of transformation in the world. So this definitely impacts every individual also, based on which Rashi or Bhava this is falling from a Janma Rashi or from Lagna. So now let's take up the first Rashi. I am doing the first 4 Rashis in this video. So Mesha to Karkataka, Aries to Cancer. So if we start from the first Rashi, Aries or Mesha Rashi or Mesha Lagna. So if you have your moon in Mesha Rashi, then you are a Mesha Rashi person, and if you have ascendant or the Lagna in Mesha Rashi, then you are a Mesha Lagna person. So for Mesha Rashi or Mesha Lagna person, so Mithun Rashi becomes the 3rd house. It is a Parakrama Sthana, and Guru, who is placed in the 3rd house, is the 9th Lord as well as the 12th Lord. So he is a Bhagya Sthana Adhipati as well as Vyaya Sthana Adhipati. So house of Fortune Lord and as well as house of Loss Lord as well. So house of Fortune, house of Loss Lord coming and sitting in 3rd house, which is a Parakram Sthana, house of self efforts. So it's a good sign, and also it's not so good sign. But because it is Buddha's Rashi, which is not a favorable Rashi for you, because Buddha is kind of a malefic, Ashubha Graha for Mesha Rashi or Mesha Lagna person. So Guru coming and sitting there can actually improve that house or can provide some good results as well. So if we see what kind of good results he can give to us. So for Mesha Rashi or Mesha Lagna individuals, so this is the time you have to get ready for a financial breakthrough, because this transit brings significant income boost, especially from international sources, from foreign sources, and there will be some improved relationships with younger siblings, and also one of them will get opportunity to study abroad as well. So one of your siblings, younger siblings, may get an opportunity to study abroad as well. And also this is the time period you will have a career transformation requiring smarter application of your efforts. So whatever work you were doing before, you have to be a bit smarter and in a much more simpler way that can actually bring better results to you. So this Guru's transit in Mithun Rashi can give wonderful results to you. So if you are someone working in any new advanced technologies, if you are into social media, or if you are into any kind of a platform where you can make networks and connections more easily, now this is the time period you will be able to do that. So your network increases, your connections build up, and not normal network or connections. It is the meaningful connections. So from now onwards, once Guru comes to Mithun Rashi, 14th of May onwards, you will see people who are really of a high net worth, or people who can actually do your work or help you in the long run will start coming to your life. So you will have an opportunity to build a long lasting connection with worthy people, and this is something you might, they will be the ones who you want to actually retain also for a longer run for your own efforts. And if any Mesh Rashi or Mesh Lagna natives wants to start a new business or wants to start a new venture, then this is the time period you might can start working upon as well. So whatever you think in your mind, make sure you write it or you actually type it or you document it, so that you will be able to bring that into a picture. So whatever thoughts you had in your mind or whatever you are planning to do, now if you can put it in paper or make it a document, or in simple to, if you can document it, then definitely Guru will actually help you how to design it and how to pave a path or how to navigate through that. So this is the time period you will get people who will guide you, who will actually help you of how to do this, how to do certain stuff. So this 5-6 months could be a transformation time period for Mesh Rashi or Mesh Lagna natives, because your own Rashi Lord Mangal was Neecha from last 6 months. He is not in a good position. So Mithun Rashi or even Karkatak Rashi, so like this the transit was there, so he was not at all in a good strength. Now from June 7th onwards, Mangal Kuja also will come to Simha Rashi, so he will regain his strength, and by that time Guru also would have been to Mithun Rashi. So from last 6 months, whatever efforts we are putting in, it was not reaching to good results. But now onwards, because of Guru's blessings and Mangal coming out of the Neechakra, so you will start seeing the results for your efforts. So more, before you used to put 200% of efforts and you hardly used to get 50% results. Now with just 50% efforts, you will get 200% results. So this is how the transformation will happen in your life, and you will start seeing the benefit results. Though you are running in the first phase of Sade Sati, you won't experience that amount of brunt of Shani Dev, because he is in Uttra Bhadra Nakshatra. So if you are someone in Ashwini Nakshatra born or a Kritika Nakshatra born, ideally you should not experience that amount of problems. So during this phase, with what I can see, that you will encounter some great amount of transformations. So once Jupiter moves to Mrigashira Nakshatra, I can see that there you will get a lot of opportunities to upskill yourself, and especially in the cutting edge technologies, all the modern age technologies, and this can actually transform your career as well. And once Guru moves to Aridra Nakshatra, which is the second nakshatra in Mithun Rashi, then I can see there is a promise of recognition and also success, and you might even receive good amount of remuneration and rewards also. So that also may happen. And once Guru moves to Punarvasu Nakshatra, then you may start seeing yourself preparing for some amazing amount of transformations or for some new beginnings as well. So this 5-6 months definitely is gonna bring something really valuable and also additive stuffs to your life. So for Mesh Rashi natives, definitely this is a favorable time period. And this Jupiter aspects your 7th house, your 9th house, and as well as your 11th house. So through aspects also, Jupiter is doing a really a favorable work for you. So by aspecting 7th house, he is actually potentially bringing a lot of marital opportunities as well. So some new kind of relationships also may start if someone is looking for, or some new kind of connections which can turn into marital relationships in later, that also may happen. If your Dasha, Antardasha is supporting, then definitely it may happen. And because he is aspecting your 9th house, whose Lord Jupiter, Guru himself is, so suddenly you will start seeing your fortune favoring you as well. So this is the time period when Guru's aspect to 9th house will activate your luck, your fortune as well. And the fortune which was not giving you that amount of support in the last 6 months, suddenly will start favoring you, and so many tasks which were pending from last 6 months will all achieve completion now. So with your Mangal Rashi Lord being back to the same strength and Guru helping you to finish the task quickly, so all the things which were pending in last 6 months will happen off in next 5 months. That's something very important to notice here. And Guru's aspect to the 11th house of yours, this will open up new sources of income to you. That is, multiple source of income will start generating, because on 14th of May Guru transits to Mithun Rashi. But on May 31st, when true node of Rahu comes to Kumbha Rashi, Guru will start aspecting Rahu. So when Rahu receives the aspect of Jupiter, he has to give benefic results, and any planet which is placed in 11th house will give good results itself. So Ekadasha Sthita Rahu Dana Labha Vriddhi Karakaha. So this is what we say in the scriptures. So that's what will happen. So Rahu sitting in 11th was anyhow giving good results, that is creating multiple source of income, but with the aspect of Jupiter, he will expand it to a very good extent, and he will also build your network and connections. So you will get valuable connections, because Rahu alone wouldn't have given you that valuable connections, but with Jupiter aspect, he will definitely give you valuable connections. So this is one of the highlight of this transit of Jupiter in Mithun Rashi. Though it's not a great transit for you, that is because it is coming to Mithun Rashi, you may not work hard as before, but whatever amount of hard work you put in, you will start receiving good amount of results. So that's something there. And even Shani's Sade Sati also will get transformed in such a way that you will start having income from foreign sources. So that is also there. So this was all about Mesh Rashi or Mesh Lagna natives. So this is applicable for Mesh Rashi and Mesh Lagna, both natives. So if your Dasha Antar Dasha is of a very good planet, then this transit results would be really good. If your Dasha Antar Dasha is bad or not so good, then this transit results will give mixed results. So whatever I have mentioned, 50% of them would be applicable to you. So this is how the Mesh Rashi and Mesh Lagna natives can expect for the next 5-6 months. Next, let's go to Vrishab Rashi. So for Vrishab Rashi or Vrishab Lagna natives, I would say this is one of the finest time periods for you, because your 11th house has your Yogakaraka Shani Dev, and your 2nd house has Guru, who is your 11th lord. So the 11th lord coming and sitting in 2nd house can actually give you greater amount of advantage, because it's one of the finest Dhani Yogas, and your Lagna lord is in the 11th house. So I don't think anything else you can actually ask for. So till now you had the exchange of Lagna lord in 11th house and 11th lord in the Lagna. Now the Lagna lord in the 11th house would be there till 31st of May. After that Shukra will move to the 12th house. But at the same time Guru will be moving to your 2nd house. So your savings, the accumulation of money will actually start increasing. So since January onwards you were sitting on a very good amount of cash balance. So that will continue for the next 5-6 months also. So this is the year where Vrishab Lagna or Vrishab Rashi natives would be like a Vrishab Rashi or Vrishab Lagna people. Because Vrishab Rashi or Vrishab Lagna, the 2nd Rashi, is the actual Dhanasthana or Mata Lakshmi Sthana. So this 1 year would be the monetary year for you. From finances, you will be absolutely in a very good state or condition. Unless and until your Dasha Antar Dasha is a bad one, this year definitely should be one of the fantastic year in your entire life itself. So this is the year you can make money really in a larger scale as well. You can even create multiple sources of income and also set up new business and expand your business if you have already one. So all these kind of risk in terms of finances you can take, because both Guru, Shani will give you abundance of income. And at the same time, what happens is that of course it's bringing you financial stability, growth, everything. But there will be career advancements also for those who are in artificial intelligence, banking sector, education sector, or even into journalism or communication skills as well. Because of Jupiter's presence in 2nd house, which is Buddha's Rashi itself, your communication also will improve to a very great extent. And if you are into journalism kind of a field, or if you are an orator also, a well-known orator, or someone who wants to be an orator, then definitely your career will actually start from here. And also if you are someone who are in social media has an influencer who are in any artistic profession, in music or in any painting, like that kind of a profession also. For Vrishab Rashi, Vrishab Lagna, this is a very wonderful time period. You can definitely enhance your skill sets and also upscale in that in this year. So because when your Dhanabhavas are in a very strong mood, you will get that courage, and also you will get that area where you can actually express yourself freely. So you don't have any risk that to not invest also. So you can leverage from your finances and invest on certain things and develop your business. So that this is the time it can happen. So people of Vrishab Rashi, Vrishab Lagna natives, if you want to work as freelancers, this is the time you can start for. So for Vrishab Rashi, Vrishab Lagna, from finances, from career, definitely it's a good time period. And once Rahu comes to your 10th house, so that's when you may see yourself being workaholic also, about which I'll discuss in the Rahu Ketu transit. So I take up true node Rahu Ketu, so which is happening on 31st of May. So it may actually give you a very good kind of a work life also, but you might have to work for long hours, but will give you very good exposure also. That's pretty important. And when Jupiter passes through the nakshatra wise, if I have to say from nakshatra wise, so when Jupiter is passing through Mrigashira nakshatra 3rd and 4th pada, because the first two are in your own rashis, so at that time you may discover new saving methods also. So you'll be more focused on how to make money, how to save money, and how to enhance it and how to build it. So you'll be all into this itself when Jupiter is transiting through Mrigashira nakshatra. So which will happen from May 14 to June 13. And once Guru moves to Aridra nakshatra, so that's when you will actually start looking for the profits in investments which you had done before. So all those investments you had done from very long time, that will start reaping a very good benefits, very good profits to you. And that's also one reason why you will feel much more better in your finances as well. So this Jupiter's transit in Aridra nakshatra, that is from June 13 to August 13, will be fantastic for you from the finances point of view. And from August 13 to October 13, you will have a Guru in Punarvasu nakshatra, and during this time October 18th, if we have to take it particularly. So Punarvasu nakshatra's transit of Guru of Mithun Rashi, we will see you will transform your network as your net worth. So your network will be the net worth for you post 13th of August until 18th of October. And that's when I can see that you will enhance your skills, enhance your business, and you will have a great amount of growth and transformation in your profession as well. And this Jupiter's aspect will actually improve many areas of your life as well. So Mrigashira, Aridra, Punarvasu wise nakshatra transit also have explained to you. Now if we have to see from the aspect perspective, so Guru's aspect will fall on your 6th house. So it will improve your health condition. So if you had any health related issues, it will actually resolve those issues. You will receive a good medication, good doctor's advice, and that will actually help you to improve, and there could be a complete resolution of the health related issues as well. And also it is aspecting your 8th house. So 8th house is the house of transformation, for sudden changes and all. But this will bring a good changes, I will say. So sudden financial gains, and there could be some any kind of obstacles which actually you would have had in your life, that also would be reduced, and you will see your path clearing and all your pending tasks done very swiftly as well. So that also may happen. And Guru's transit to your 10th house is very good for your career. So this will drive your career progress, and that too you will lead or you will be part of some innovative projects, because Rahu is sitting there. So out of box thinking should be there. So you will be part of those projects, or you will be part of those kind of work where you have to think out of box and you have to contribute. So you will be a pioneer in it, and compared to your colleagues, and that's how Guru will help you to transform your career as well. So to go an extra mile and get the job done. So overall to say, for for Vrishab Rashi, Vrishab Lagna people, embrace the new changes which Guru is bringing you. Though he is your 8th Lord, he is bringing you good changes and embrace it, then that's how you profit it. So that was about Vrishab Rashi or Vrishab Lagna natives. Next, let's go to Mithun Rashi. So for Mithun Rashi or Mithun Lagna natives, you have invited Guru to your own Rashi, and it is generally said wherever Guru sits, he doesn't do good for that Rashi or for that Baba, but he will always do for those Rashis or Babas where he aspects. So that's why it is mentioned Janma Guru Naro Dukkam. So if Guru comes and sits in a Janma Rashi or the Janma Lagna, we can't expect good results, we have to expect the negative results itself. But there is an exception only for Mithun Rashi or Mithun Lagna natives, because Mithun Rashi becomes the Uchchavilashi Rashi for Guru. So that's why he cannot give the negative results there, and he is one of the most auspicious benefic planet, and he is coming to Rashi where intellectual capabilities, new innovation, scientific research, exploration, all these are actually considered, because it's Buddha's Rashi in short. So Guru will definitely bless your own Rashi also. So for Mithun Rashi or Mithun Lagna natives, this is when your career will take off. So you can see professional growth and transformation in this 5-6 months, and completion of long pending tasks also. And there will be financial challenges because of Mangal, who is sitting in second house. Until he moves out, you will have financial challenges, and even after that also you will have financial challenges, but you will be able to overcome with some or the other way. So the resilience is what matters right now. And also to mention, for Mithun Rashi, Mithun Lagna natives, you will become wiser more and more day by day. So that's the kind of transformation we can see in you. And because it's the 10th and 7th Lord coming to your Rashi, so kind of lot of responsibilities would be on your shoulders, because of which you will struggle a lot to maintain work-life balance also at times. But generally I can say for your Rashi and Lagna, this is a very good transit. So if we see from the nakshatra wise perspective how this transit could be, so when Guru is transiting in Mrigashira nakshatra 3rd and 4th pada, you may struggle with balancing work and life, as I mentioned, and there would be some sudden changes, some event happening in your personal life or in your professional life with much more responsibilities where you have to be present. So you will juggle between personal and professional. So this will actually bring kind of what to say, from May 14 to June 13, because major amount of time even Mangal also wouldn't be in a good strength for you. So the 6th Lord. So your health may deteriorate, or you might struggle enough to find good amount of sleep, or there will be a lot of tensions for you and too much to handle, stressed out. That kind of a time period also is there for you from May 14 to June 30, when Guru is in Mrigashira nakshatra. Because Mrigashira is Mangal's nakshatra, so I have to note down the Mangal's position also. Once June 13 passes, at that time even Mangal would have went to Simha Rashi, so he also would be in a good strength, and Guru would be in Aridra nakshatra. So June 13 to August 13, when Guru is in Aridra nakshatra, there will be some great amount of relief to you. So you will have the financial hurdles, because it's not that easy to get out of it when Guru is in Janma. But despite of these financial hurdles, you will be able to get career progress during this time, and also you might have some amount of relief in your work-life balance maintenance as well. So you will be a little bit relaxing during this time. And once Guru moves to Punarvasu nakshatra, the last nakshatra, which is his own nakshatra, you will see most of the pending tasks will be completed, and you will also adopt to some new transformations, and you might upskill yourselves, or you might learn something new during this time, which will actually give you a way to quickly do your job without much problems. So that also would be the task which actually reaches completion during this time. So majority of the tasks you might have started, you might not have reached the end also. So this is the time period you will actually complete all your tasks and will be a bit relieved also. So this is a good time period for the career wise, because you will be able to do many stuffs and you will be able to show up your performance as well. So this year seems to be pretty good for you, especially this 5 to 6 months from based on the Jupiter's transit in the in your own Mithun Rashi. So for Mithun Rashi, Mithun Lagna natives, it is definitely good from major point of view, except the finances. So despite financial hurdles, you will do really well. So once Guru move to Karkatak Rashi, you will have a very good time period for the finances. So that's how things usually work in Vedic Jyotish. So you just need to have few more months of patience to be freed of financial hurdles. So next, let's go to the other Rashi, that is Karkatak Rashi or the Cancer sign. So for Karkatak Rashi or Karkataka Lagna people, Cancer sign or Cancer ascendant people, I would say this transit will bring mixed blessings requiring some amount of patience, because Shani is sitting in your 9th house and he is blocking all kinds of fortune which can come to you, and the fortune lord is coming and sitting in your 12th house. So both are indicating loss itself, and so the 8th lord in 9th house is not a good one. 7th lord in 9th house is good, but Shani kind of planet in fortune house, Bhagyasthana, is definitely not a good transit. And Guru, who is your actually the 9th lord, Bhagyasthana Adhipati, coming to the 12th house, generally it is not considered good. But for people of Karkatak Rashi or Karkatak Lagnas, if you are staying in abroad, then definitely your fortune may favor. Or anyone of Karkatak Rashi, Karkatak Lagna who are expecting opportunity to work onshore or on-site, go on-site, then definitely this time period could be the one where you will experience good results. Despite of Guru placed in 12th house, because he represents the fortune in foreign countries. So if you are staying in the same place as of your birthplace or in the same country, then definitely we cannot expect good results now. So it will be Vyayadhipati, he will do the job of a Vyayadhipati. So being placed in the Vyayasthana. So what happens for the Karkatak Rashi and Karkatak Lagna is that either they should get income from the foreign sources, or they will have higher amount of expenditure. So higher expenses, but for all of them is for positive outcome. So you might spend more and more for the religious and spiritual stuffs, or even for the long-term investments also, either to buy a new vehicle, new property. That also is possible during this time. And during this time, for Karkarashi, Karkataka Rashi as well as Karkataka Lagna, there is a possibility there could be a death of a family member, a very close family member. Because of Shani's presence in the 9th house, it could be of a father also, or it could be of a fatherly figure, or someone who is very close to you as well. So for Karkatak Rashi or Karkatak Lagna, if you have that kind of a dasha, antardasha, which is indicating the loss of a family member, then this could be the time period, because transit is indicating so. And to speak from the career perspective, there will be hurdles in career, and mentally you will be exhausted as well. And long distance travels are seen this time. You have to take long distance travels, and you will get opportunities to explore something else rather than your routine life. So if you try to do that, then your mind also would be a bit calm, and you will be able to focus things in your life in this tough time period. And when Guru is transiting over Mrigashira Nakshatra, so frustrations will be at a very peak. From May 14 to June 13, your frustrations would be at a very peak level, and your expenditure also would be very high, and you wouldn't be interested also in anything. So that's how your mindset would be for the first month. But once Guru moves to Aridra Nakshatra, it will actually brings a lot of questions in your mind, and you may struggle to express also, and you may struggle to balance your work life also if you're working as well. So for Aridra Nakshatra transit, I would say this is also kind of a tougher phase, but you will be in a process of finding answers to your question. So that's what happens in this transit, that is from June 13 to August 13. You would be finding answers for the questions, and you will be juggling between that, and also you will have problems in expressing your pain as well. So that's also is seen during this time. And when Guru is transiting through the Punarvasu Nakshatra, it suggests a potential career change. So something new you may do, or something new you may plan to do, or there would be little bit of diversion in your career, or some change in the way you used to work. So that also may happen once Guru moves to Punarvasu Nakshatra. The first 2-3 padas are only in the Mithun Rashi. So for Karkatak Rashi, Karkatak Lagnas, from August 13 to October 18 could be bit better time period for you than the rest of the time period in this 5-month transit. Okay, so now let's see what can the Jupiter's aspect do for Karkatak Rashi or Karkatak Lagnas. So sitting in Mithun Rashi, Karkatak Rashi will start aspecting your 4th house, then your 6th house as well as your 8th house. So 6 and 8 are bad houses, evil houses. So Guru's aspecting 8th house, actually in a way it is a good one, because it will actually it may guide you through the challenges which you are facing. It will give you some amount of guidance, and also you may meet a person who would actually show you the right path as well, and you might be inclined towards spirituality, adhyatma and all those stuffs. So you will find more interest, or you will feel interested to learn Jyotish as well. This is also possible during this time. And also to mention, because it is aspecting your 6th house, so if you are expecting a loan, suppose you have bought a new vehicle, or you have purchased a new house, and if you have applied for a loan, then during this time period you may expect that loan to be sanctioned also, because when Guru is in 12th house, he aspects directly the 6th house, and it is his own Rashi. So no wonder you will be getting a big loan there. So it could be a very big loan also, depending upon your Dasha Antar Dasha again, that also has to be considered. So now speaking about the 5th aspect, 5th aspect I have mentioned is regarding the Tula Rashi, which is the 4th house for you. So if you are purchasing a new vehicle, or if you want to purchase a new house, you will get a suitable one during this time, and you will go ahead with that. So this is the time period you will struggle a lot from finances, you will lose a family member, or you would be mentally exhausted, and also you might invest in a long term ones also to find something better in this time period of 5-6 months. So it is a kind of a roller coaster time period for you, mixed time period for you, but you have to have some patience, that till the time Shanidev is in 9th house, fortune won't favor you to the great extent. So you have to hope it from the Guru itself, because for Karka Rashi or Karkatak Lagna people, Shani is the 7th and 8th lord, so no way we can expect him to do something good for you because of the lordships. And now sitting in 9th house, he will just block the fortune working for you. You have to work harder and harder even to make your fortune work. So that's the one problem you will face right now. So for Karkatak Rashi, Karkatak Lagnas, I think the only remedy I would say for you is to have patience. Because for the first 3 Rashis, you don't need the remedies. They are experiencing major amount of good results itself. So they don't need the remedies at all. And for Karkatak Rashi, Karkatak Lagna, the only remedy is patience. Because patience is the key to success. So apart from this also, if you want to actually do any kind of remedy, I would say chant Hanuman Chalisa, because of Shani's presence in the 9th house. That actually needs some kind of a treatment. So that can actually help you. So this was about the transit predictions of Guru for these Rashis, Mesha to Karkataka. In the next video, I will cover the next 4 Rashis, and then in the last video, I will cover the Dhanu to Meena Rashi. So until then, thank you and have a good day.